Hi everybody, my name is Vance Rowe. This is going to be a 30-minute yoga class. No experience necessary, certainly beginner friendly. I'm going to ask you to start in a seat. And if you have a block or two, that's going to be handy too. So I'm going to just start back here on the mat, and I'm going to sit up on this block. I'm going to place it right under my rear end. So as you start to settle in, maybe you find a place for your hands. Maybe that's like right on the knees, right on the thighs. Maybe they drop all the way down to the ground. But whatever it is, let's sit up really tall. And let's just take a couple breaths. And what do you notice? What do you observe? Every time you pull a breath in and let a breath go. Maybe you just start to deepen the inhalation and lengthen the exhalation. So smooth on the way in, steady on the way out. I breathe in to calm my body. I breathe out to calm my mind. One more time. I breathe in to calm my body. I breathe out to calm my mind. Have a wonderful practice. Let's start with just a little bit of twisting. Taking your hands, bringing them to the heart center, and then allowing the forearms to come parallel to the ground. So you're really paying attention to kind of where your body is in space. So we'll take a nice deep breath, and then allow just the chest to move to one side. Come back through the center, and then the other side. Come on back. Maybe we feel some snap, crackle, pops. Let's do it again. Arms parallel, hands pressing together, twist. Twist. See how smooth you can move. Back and forth. So one more time. To one side, to the opposite side. Take both hands, drop them back behind your hips. As you press down into the ground, see if you can start to press your heart and chest up towards the sky. Take your eyes and look up. See if you can soften the muscles of your throat, maybe even taking a swallow. Deep, slow breath on the way in. And then a steady breath on the way out. Seated forward fold. Start to crawl your hands out in front of you. Finding a comfortable position. And there's going to be a point where your hips are like, I don't want to go any farther. And I'm going to ask you just to be there for just a moment. Breathe in. Soften and release. See if you can start to feel your hip muscles, your lower back muscles soften. Come all the way back up. Take your left hand, bring it over to your right knee. Take your right hand, drop it back behind your right hip. Start to twist. So this one's a little more, and you're going to start to look over your right shoulder. Sit up really, really tall, and you notice that because you're using the torque of your hands, you can probably get a little bit deeper of a twist. Let's go the other way. Take the right hand, bring it over to the left knee. Take the left hand, drop it back behind the left hip. Sit up really tall, twist. Breathing in, breathing out. Hip bones connected to the ground. Shoulders really soft, spine really, really long. Come on back to the center. Switch the cross of your legs. Seated forward fold. We do this one more time. Allowing the hands to come connect to the ground somewhere. You don't have to place your face on the ground. I just want you to get to a point where you feel a little uncomfortable. And then notice what your breath and the power that your breath holds. Awesome. Tabletop. So I'm going to get rid of this block. Just put it off to the side for now. And then tabletop, just finding a position where you're on all fours. Hips over the knees, shoulders over wrists. So let's just find a couple little movements in the spine first. So I'm just kind of finding a little rocking motion in the hips. We generally don't move like this in our regular life. So just kind of going left, right, left, right. Good. Take your knees, bring them a little bit closer together. Turn your hands out to the sides. So fingertips out to the wide sides with the thumbs facing up towards the top of the mat. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, maybe bring the shoulders over the wrists and bring that rock back. Just kind of going left and right, left, right, left, right. Turn your hands back around. Take your left leg, kick it straight back behind you. And if you remember what I said early on, I'm going to ask you to pay attention to where you put your leg in space. So can you make it parallel to the ground? Flex your toes back towards your shins. Switch. So left leg comes down, right leg goes straight back, parallel to the ground. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Take that right leg, put it right next to your left. So let's add on just a little bit. Left leg straight back behind you. You find that position. Now, add your right arm out in front of you. So try to reach the right fingertips towards the top of your mat, trying to take that left heel and press it towards the back of your mat. So you're finding length through the entirety of the body. Good. Switch. Right leg goes out first. Then let's add the left arm. Reach, reach, reach. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Come on back down to your tabletop. Take your knees, spread them nice and wide, and then let your big toes touch. Start to allow your hips to settle over your heels. Take your hands, bring them out in front of you. Maybe even let your forehead come down to the ground. Just allow your shoulders to get heavy, allow your hips to get heavy, allow your spine to get nice and long. Deep breath in. Long, steady breath out. So connecting with that breath, noticing inhales and exhales. Noticing how it changes the tension within your body, noticing how it maybe changes the thoughts throughout your mind. From your child's pose, start to rock back up into your tabletop. Downward facing dog. Tuck the toes back behind you, all 10 toes. Start to press weight into the legs, straightening through the legs. Hips go high, spine long, legs long, arms long. You look like an upside down V. Deep breath in. Long, smooth breath out. One more time. Breath in, breath out. Feel the entirety of the back of your body starting to open up. Come out to a plank pose. So think top of a push-up. We'll just pause here for a second. Once again, I'm going to ask you to make your body parallel to the ground. Maybe like hips and spine. I know your legs are on the ground. I know your hands are on the ground. Take a deep breath. Downward facing dog. As you blow this next breath out, plank pose, smooth, moving gracefully, and then drop your knees, drop your belly, drop your chest, drop your chin. As we start to find a nice little bend here, I'm going to ask you to take the right forearm and bring it across your mat. Bend the left knee a lot. Take the left arm, reach it back toward your left ankle, maybe the top of your left foot. All right, so here's the trick. Most of us throughout our entire life have probably pulled the ankle towards that butt muscle, and I'm going to ask you to go the opposite way, using your ankle and kicking into the hand, and you start to really light up through that quad muscle. So taking a nice deep, slow breath in, exhale it out. Do it one more time. Breath in and a breath out. Switch sides. So we'll start by taking the left forearm and bringing it across the mat, bending the right knee a lot, and taking the right arm, reaching back towards that right ankle. Now, it's probably going to be tight right when you start, so let's just be gentle and let's have a little grace with ourselves. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, letting it go. Do it one more time. Deep breath in. Steady, smooth breath out. Let's find a little back bend. Let's move towards a Sphinx pose. So taking the forearms, placing them down on the ground, and taking both hands, laying them flat. Spreading all 10 fingers, and then taking your feet and bringing them to the outside edges of your mat. So as you press down in your forearms, as you press down in your fingertips, start to pull your heart between your biceps. Start to feel your spine grow long. See if you can feel your neck get longer. See if you can feel your shoulders get softer. Maybe you can close your eyes, taking a nice, slow, steady breath in. And then exhale it out. Hands come underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up into your plank pose. So place the feet at the back of the mat. Press really hard down into your hands. Come up to the top of that push-up. A little bit of strength here. Take a deep breath in. Downward facing dog, hips high. From your downward facing dog, we walk the hands back towards the feet. We come to this forward fold and we hang. Allowing the backs of the legs to get really long, allowing the bottom of the spine and the hips to just kind of get loose. Maybe we find a little rock back and forth. Not mandatory, just throwing some options at you. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Maybe you need to let your belly rest on your thighs. And then stand all the way up. Slow, pressing down into the feet, pressing down into the knees, standing all the way up. From here, I'm going to ask you to take a walk to the top of your mat. So as you take a walk to the top of the mat, take your left foot, and we're going to step it back. Leaving the right foot at the top of your mat, spinning that left heel down. Before I go any farther, front heel, back heel, all are in one line with each other. Put a big bend in your right knee. Open your chest towards the left long edge of your mat. Take your arms, bring them out to the sides. All right, so warrior number 2. Couple little positioning points. Trying to find like a 90-degree bend in that right knee. I know I'm not at 90. I know I'd say in the 70s or 80s. Make your arms parallel to the ground. Take all the tightness and tension out of your shoulders and out of your throat. Good. Take a deep breath in. And we'll turn it around. So turning the right foot in, turning the left foot towards the back of your mat, bending into your left knee. Looks like the same thing on the opposite side. Take your arms, reach them out. There we go. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, maybe that knee bends just a little bit and you can settle into the posture just a little bit more. So the idea of yoga is we put our bodies into some of these funky positions and then we add our breath into it. And just noticing what the breath can do simply by just allowing it to come in and out of the body. Turn it back around. Right knee bends. Come back to that warrior number 2. Good. We're not staying long this time. Turn back the other side. Good. Warrior 2 back in your mat. star pose. Turning all 10 toes towards the left long edge of your mat, taking both hands, reaching up over your head. Bring your hands to your hips. Now, keeping all this length through your legs and through your spine, start to fold forward. Allow the crown of your head to just hang down towards the ground. Allow your shoulders to get really, really soft. Allow your arms to get really, really heavy. Smooth breath on the way in and on the way out. I'm going to grab a block. I happen to have one within arm's reach. If you need to take a second and grab one, just come back to your mat when you can. So I'm going to ask you to take this block and put it right under your face. Take your left hand, place it right on top of the block. Take your right hand, reach it right up to the sky. So you're going to start to notice the groin muscles start to get a little bit worked. You're going to notice the length through the arms, trying to pull the arms apart from one another, all the while trying to keep your spine really, really long. Switch. So taking the right arm, bringing it down right under your face, right on top of that block. Take the left arm, reach it straight up to the sky. Now take a couple breaths. Notice where you feel that stiffness, notice where you feel that tension. I'm feeling it in the shoulders. I'm feeling it in the hips. I'm guessing you might feel the same. So take a breath, blow it out. Good, both hands back down to the ground. Take your hands, bring them right underneath your shoulders. See how straight you can make your spine. See if you can make it parallel to the ground. So I'm looking at you, you're looking at me. Breathe in, breathe out. Start to bend into your right knee. And we're going to move towards what is called Skandasana. So it's kind of like a sideways lunge almost. So trying to straighten through the left leg, taking the left toes up towards the sky. Look, you want to leave your hands on the ground? Fine. You want to maybe use a block? That's cool too. If you want to try to balance yourself and maybe bring your hands together, maybe that'll be next week's challenge. So take a nice deep breath in. Slow, steady breath out. Now, as slow as you can, switch sides. So that means we're going to straighten through the right leg, bend into the left, come all the way towards the bottom of your mat, straightening through the right leg, taking the right toes up towards the sky. I'm leaving my hands on the ground for a second. When I feel pretty good, I'm going to start to bring my hands up. There we go. Take a deep breath in. Steady, smooth breath out. I love it. All right, both legs long, wide leg forward fold. Take your right toes, turn them back towards the top of your mat. And then spin your back heel nice and high. Take your left foot, step next to your right foot. Forward fold, top of your mat. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, see if your knees and your nose can come a little closer together. Hanging the crown of the head down towards the ground. Slowly begin to bring yourself all the way up to stand. Deep breath in. Both hands up over your head. Allow the hands to come together. And then pause right at your heart center. A few sun salutations. Take a deep breath in. Allow your hands to start to float up towards the sky. Open your arms nice and wide. Hinge at your hips, dive forward. As you inhale, fingertips come to the shins. Make a halfway lift. Spine parallel to the ground. Hands come down to the ground. Left foot steps back. Right foot steps back. You come to this plank pose. Deep breath in. Pause. Slowly lower. Baby cobra this time. Hands underneath shoulders. Maybe even walk the fingers back towards your ribs. Elbows are bent. Trying to pull the elbows back together. And then press down into your hands, bend your back. Raise your shoulders, raise your head. Downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, I encourage you to find a little bend into your knees. We're going to do that a couple times, bending into your knees. Like you're loading a spring. And then from here, if you want to hop to the front of the mat, I'll show you what that looks like. Or you take a bunch of little baby steps and you walk to the top of the mat. I'm going to jump. So from this spring, jump forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale all the way down. One sweeping motion. Press down into your feet. Take your hands, reach up all the way to the sky. Allow your hands to settle back at your heart center. Let's do it one more time together. Take a deep breath in. Take both hands, reach up over your head. Allow the hands to come together. Hinge at the hips, dive forward. Inhale to that halfway lift. Hands start to find the ground. Step your right foot back. Step your left foot back. Top of your plank pose, take a deep breath in. Slowly lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale to your baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find those little knee bends again. So even if you don't jump to the top of your mat, we can always say that's kind of like an aspirational thing. I'm not going to tell you that I did it the first time ever. But you're just working on hamstrings, you're working on hips, you're working on lower spine. So I'm going to spring one more towards the back and then I'm going to take a jump. You are welcome to walk forward. Inhale to halfway. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, step all the way up. Hands come together, hands drop back to your heart center. Wonderful. Take your right foot, leave it exactly where it is. Take your left foot. I'm going to ask you to step it back. Let's grab two blocks, and they'll frame that front right foot. Take the left knee, bring it down to the ground. So once you bring that left knee down to the ground, I'm going to ask you to scoot it back like 1 inch. So from here, we have this low lunge. And what I'm going to ask of you is to start to rock front and back. You're working towards maybe loosening through the hip, maybe working towards a straight right leg. And as you do that, you start to kind of balance on that right heel, and the right toes come up towards the sky. So we do this, and for all of you that have on your aspirational yoga bucket list that you're going to do a split, this is the front half of it. At some point, when you have a nice straight right leg, we would maybe work to straighten the left leg. I'm not doing that today. So from here, plant your right foot back down on the ground. Take that block under your left arm and bring it right under your left shoulder. Take your right arm, reach it straight up to the sky. So you have this twist and it's starting to open up through the shoulders. I'm going to ask you to tuck the left toes and start to bring the left knee up off the ground. So as you pull your fingertips apart, you're making your spine really, really long. And for all of you that you let your right knee start to drift out to the right side, I want you to be mindful and see if you can bring your right knee back to the center line. Hips are probably going to get a little shaky at some point. So just bring your arms right back down to the ground. Step your left foot next to your right foot back at the top of your mat. Very easily, we'll just switch out the feet, leave the left foot at the top of the mat, take the right knee, right foot steps to the back, and then dropping the right knee down to the ground. So once we get here, we'll take that right knee and we'll just bump it back like 1 inch. And then let's start to find that rock. it can be just this little baby rock. Just a little bit, front and back. As you start to get warmer, as you start to get a little looser, as you create this openness in your own body, maybe that means that you work towards a straight left leg. Balancing on the left hip, left toes up towards the sky. Let's do it like 2 more times. So we'll rock the hips back, bring them forward. 1 more time. We'll rock them back. Now, as you come forward, take the block under your right hand, under your right shoulder, and we'll take the left arm up towards the sky. So in order to make this just a little bit harder, you can please certainly stay right where you are, or tuck your toes and start to bring up your right knee. So literally trying to press the right heel towards the back of the mat as you try to take your left hand and reach up towards the sky. Think about the lines. Long lines between your hands, long lines of your spine, of your right leg. Come on back down. Step to the top of your mat. Stand all the way up. Take your hands, bring them up over your head. Now I'm going to turn sideways just to show this to you. Interlace your fingers. Drop your hands to the back of your skull. Now here's the trick. So we're standing here, and I want you to really pull your elbows apart. But something that you probably don't do on a regular basis is press your skull into your hands. And notice what happens in the shoulders. Notice what happens in the chest. Now take a breath and stay here. So there's this little bit of pressure and this beautiful breath that goes in and out. 1 more time. Breath in, breath out. Okay, I turn to the side, so now I'm going to go back to the top of your mat. From here, take your left foot, step it as far back as you can. Take your right foot, step it as far back as you can. Drop your hands to the top of the mat. Come to your downward facing dog. From this downward facing dog, bend your knees, drop them down to the ground, and then spin yourself onto one hip or the other. We're going to come to a seat. So in this seat, I'm going to take the feet. They're not quite together, but they're not quite wide either. I have a gap of maybe about a block's distance between the two. Take a deep breath in, take both hands, reach between your feet, and see if you can bring your hands to connect to your feet. If they don't, no sweat. Just allow them to drop down to the ground. Maybe they drop down to your shins. Deep breath. As you exhale, maybe your nose comes a little bit closer to your shin bones. Do it again. Deep breath in. Long, smooth breath out. Start to sit back up. Slowly make your way onto your back. So if your toes are not all the way at the top of your mat, wiggle yourself there and start to allow yourself to come down onto your back. As you make your way onto your back, pull your knees into your chest. And then we're going to make these little independent circles, meaning left hand comes to left knee, right hand comes to right knee, and we start to make these circles. And you can circle to the inside, to the outside, or outside to inside. You can make a big circle. You can make a small circle. You can go faster than me or slower than me. You move at the pattern of your breath. Bring your knees together. Allow both knees to fall to the right side. They'll be stacked on top of each other. Once you get there, allow your shoulder blades to start to find the ground. Allow your spine to get really long. And then just find this nice supine twist. Bringing breath all the way down into the bottom of the belly. Coming back to the center. Allowing both knees to fall to the left side. So just evening out. As you allow the knees to come to the side, allowing the shoulder blades to come to the ground, allowing the spine to get nice and long. Feeling this nice big twist through the hips, through the lower spine. Deep breath on the way in. Steady, strong breath on the way out. Come on back to the center. One bridge pose. Allowing the feet to come down at hip width apart, with your knees nice and high towards the sky. Take both hands, bring them down by your hips. Start to press into your heels, lift your hips up off the ground. Once again, I call upon you to think about your spine and making your spine really, really long. Taking a breath in, taking a breath out. Do it again. Deep breath in. Steady, smooth breath out. Allow your hips to come all the way down to the ground. We start to find this final resting posture. Allow the left leg to come to the bottom of the mat. Allow the right leg to come to the bottom of the mat. Allow your toes to fall to the outer edges. Take both hands, reach up over your head. See how long you can get on your mat. And then just start to allow your body to settle. So there's a lot of effort in there as far as the postures go. As you allow your body these couple moments of rest, these couple moments of pause, you don't have to do anything to earn that rest. Everybody deserves it. Allowing the body to be still. Allowing the eyes to close. Allowing your breathing to return to its normal rhythm. Just noticing the inhales and exhales. As we find this final resting posture, your Shavasana. I ask that you be still and that you breathe and that you take rest. You can stay here just as long as you like. But I'm also going to wrap up the class. So if you're in a spot where you are ready to close down the class, I'm going to ask you to find a seated position. And allow your hands to come back together and maybe a soft bow of your head. Thanks for practicing me. If you have any questions, comments, please reach out. May you be happy, may you be safe, may you be healthy, but most importantly of all, may you be at peace. I'll see you again soon, friends. Thanks.